Hello, welcome to Perspectives channel. Different angles for the same situation. Today, we created a fictional story, an ethical dilemma called snitching on a coworker. Maybe some of you have already faced this dilemma, this ethical dilemma. What is the context of our story? My counterpart in strategic planning, I'm from the products department, performed a shallow and incorrect analysis. He failed to consider several key elements and data points that should have been included on his conclusions. He presented his analysis, findings, and recommendations to the products committee, a group that includes directors from finance, product, marketing, sales, IT, strategic planning, and occasionally the CEO. My colleague was praised by everyone for his presentation. However, my colleague is already on the hot spot due to previous analysis that proved to be wrong. He's a friend of mine. We went to college together and we were trainees at the company we worked for at the same time. He's extremely hardworking, studious, and has a newborn daughter, and his wife was recently laid off, and he presented an incorrect analysis for the products committee. What is the concrete problem of this situation, of his wrong presentation? I approached my friend, my colleague that did this wrong presentation about the errors he made. He realized them, but he begged me not to tell anyone and to keep them as a secret. Why? Because he knows his job's on the line. However, his flawed analysis will directly impact my work. Why? My director, who was at the meeting, has already requested action plans for me to elaborate based on those incorrect analyses my colleague presented. Down the line, I might be the one crucified for this action plan, since it will be based on wrong analysis. But no one will remember or realize that was not my fault. It was my friend's or colleague's fault because I built a wrong action plan based on a wrong presentation. What is the right thing to do in this situation, on this ethical dilemma? Should I approach my director to warn him that my friend's analysis were wrong? I know this will likely lead to his firing, my colleague's layoff. Why? Again, he has already been warned that one more mistake would result in termination. I have never made a mistake and I'm considered a star employee within the company. So taking the fall might slightly delay my promotion, but it won't get me fired. So what would you do? Would you snitch on your colleague to save your action plan? Or would you take the fall since your job is not on the line? Think about it. Okay, today we saw different points of view for the same dilemmas. It's not that easy, or at least it shouldn't be, to judge others and make conclusions. There can always be different sides for the same story, depending on which side you're picking on. Being a better person doesn't mean you shouldn't pick sides. It means you should at least consider different takes on the same situation, to be a nicer, kinder, and more comprehensive person. Make the world better for you to live in today and not tomorrow. Better for you and for others. Think about it.